This right here is my 8Bitdo SF30 Pro. It costs just half of what the Pro controller costs and has all the functionality of the regular Pro controller. It's wireless, it has all the buttons, triggers, and analog sticks that are found on the Pro controller, and the ABXY labels are correct as well. The only thing you're really missing from the Pro controller is the HD rumble feature. There's still the regular rumble feature, just not HD. So, is this controller worth your money? Let's find out. The SF30 Pro is meant to look and feel very similar to the original Super Famicom controller with its thinner form factor. This controller features multiple input modes so that you can use it with the PC, Mac and the Nintendo Switch. And also, you can use it to play games on your phone, whether you're using an Android phone or an iPhone. 8Bitdo even sells this little nifty phone holder clip for you to clip onto your phone to the controller. I love the slim form factor of this little controller, and it's great for carrying around since it's just so small. I primarily use this controller when I'm bringing my Switch out to my friend's house to play games like Smash or Overcooked. Sometimes I would just bring the controller itself if my friends already have their own Switch. I just chuck it in my bag and pair the controller up when I get there. It's really just one of the handiest piece of tech I have under $50. How many times have you went to a friend's house just to have games night, only to find out that there's not enough controllers to go about? With this in your backpack, there's just one less controller to worry about. Battery life is really good. 8Bitdo says that it lasts up to 16 hours of use when it's fully charged, and I can attest to that. For my use, I find that I only charge this controller about once every 2 weeks. And when it's time to charge the controller, you can do it via the USB-C port located at the back. Thank you 8Bitdo for including a USB-C port. It's reversible, it's robust, and it's used on almost every modern device. I love USB-C, everything should be USB-C. 8Bitdo also includes a flat USB-C cable for you to charge your controller. You can use this controller in wired mode if the battery runs out and you still want to game. It's a nice little quality of life feature since there are some controllers I know where you can't charge and game at the same time. When gaming, I don't notice any lag. Some people were experiencing lag issues when multiple controllers were paired wirelessly, but 8Bitdo has since released a new firmware that addresses that problem and is now lag-free. The buttons, triggers, and analog sticks all feel very nice and solid. All the buttons and triggers on this controller feels very clicky actually. The dead zones are also very minimal, feels just about the same as my previous Xbox One controller. The accuracy of the sticks feel pretty spot on to me as well, but again, some people have been complaining about it in the early days. 8Bitdo has also addressed this issue in a firmware update. I updated my controller right out of the box, and I have not experienced any of these weird issues. So just update yours when you get it and everything should be fine and dandy. So, how has it held up over the past few months? I would say it's pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it, and I've even dropped it quite a few times. The build of this controller is really sturdy, and I would expect it to withstand the test of time. I mainly use this controller to play Smash at my desk, and I actually prefer this to the bigger Plus version for the occasional casual game. I have relatively small hands, so I don't mind not having the grips. It's good for long sessions of Animal Crossing as well. I think I just prefer the lightweight of this controller for these casual games. I really recommend this controller for people with a Nintendo Switch. It's less than half the cost of a Pro controller, and I would buy 2 of these over a new set of Joy-Cons any day. Unless you play games like Mario Party or 1-2 Switch, where you have to have Joy-Cons. What you have here is a fully featured controller, just like the Switch Pro controller at half the cost, and you just can't beat that.